getting the early goal in the third and kind of going from there.
Sure. Yeah, I think you can definitely draw some similarities. Just the consistency with which we're able to get pucks in deep and kind of play our game. I guess as compared to last night. So there were definitely a lot of positives we take away from it. And yeah, it's a character win, right? Just like Detroit. So a lot of resiliency in the room. And those are the kind of games you need to win. Find a way to win.
What did you like the best about with your and Houston and Zook? You guys have so much energy together out there today.
Yeah, I think we did a good job of getting bodies to the front of the net for the most part. Especially Zook and Derek, they were working the perimeter so well, and we were able to move it quick and kind of establish a forecheck, establish a cycle game, and that leads to chances, especially with those two. They're such great players, such heady players, so it makes my job pretty easy to just try to go to the net and get my stick blade open. That being said, I think there were still a few times we could have capitalized when we didn't, so I think there's a lot of positives to be taken away from a few of the shifts that we had, but certainly things we're going to work on too.
You know Cam really well. Are you surprised at all about how calm he seems in these situations?
That's just how he plays. He's such a competitor. I know you say that about a lot of guys, but especially Cam, right? Night in and night out. With a lead, without a lead, he's battling. When you need to save, he'll get you a save.
Last night you talked about the save that Howard made, and last night the save that Budaj made, and last night you let out that sigh. You had that open net tonight, and you buried it. How much of a relief was that for you?
Yeah, I mean it was a huge relief, but not so much personally. I mean obviously I needed to score last night. I needed to score in Detroit, but I think it was something we talked about specifically as our power play unit, something that we focused on, and anytime you execute and do something that you've been discussing and working on, it's that much more rewarding. So I was just very happy for our team and for our unit.
You seemed really comfortable here the last number of games, just like he said. Not so much a relief, but how important is it for you to not just play a strong game, but then follow it up with that goal?
I think it's a key component. It's always nice to try to chip away and kind of wear on the other team and establish a forecheck, but when you can help out on the score sheet, I think it's big for your team, right?
The way the Islanders went up 2-1 at the end of the second period, kind of a fluky goal, last minute of the period. What does it say about the guys that you were able to regroup them for the second time in 3 games, come from behind and win?
Yeah, I think it just speaks volumes about our leadership, the resiliency in the room, and just kind of the attitude that the guys have. So I think it's a great character win, and I'm really happy for our group.
Are you getting used to the pace of the game, elevated from the American League, and being a lot more used to playing at this level?
I think so. I mean, every single game is different, even throughout the game. I mean, you see the surges and the swells of the game. Sometimes it picks up, sometimes it slows down. So, yeah, I mean, yes and no. I think it really depends on that given night. But, yeah.
Talk about, you said the power play was